I didn't even know there was a Bavaria parking lot. So Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream. We're back. It's Saturday night. We normally avoid coming on Saturday nights because they're so crowded. But we're here for a friend's birthday. We're gonna see what we can check out. It's very crowded tonight. As you can see, I'm in the Bavarian parking lot. I didn't know that was a thing. The Bavarian parking lot is so far from the actual tram. Like, the tram is all the way down there to get in the park, which is across the street over there. So I think I'm probably closer to home than I am to the park right now. You just left the Bavaria parking lot. Tram ride is done. We are heading into the park now. I think what we're going to do today is we're going to get an express pass. We're going to try to hit every house, and we're going to try to do like a ranking of every house. A couple folks on the comments on our previous videos asked for some type of ranking, like best to worst or scariest to not scariest. So I think that's what we're going to try to do tonight. All right, in the gates themselves, greeted by the skulls, blue lights, the Ripper Row Scare Zone, and I am excited to be here. As you can see, it is significantly more crowded than any other day we've shown you. You know, it's kind of the thing about coming in on Saturday nights, right? Saturdays are always going to be the most crowded evening to come to Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream. So totally recommend getting yourself one of those quick queue passes so that you skip the lines. There are two versions. There's one that's good for just the houses, and there's one that's good for the houses and rides. So it just depends on what you want to do. Check this out. This is the first time I've noticed this. Here at Josephine's, which is the ice cream place right near the Griffin roller coaster, they have specialty Howl-O-Scream freak shakes. Chocolate chip cookie, pumpkin spice, and brownie. That's pretty tasty. Bear, 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 bear. Just saw one of our viewers, Sean. Sean, thanks for coming up and saying hi. Hopefully you're watching this video. If you are, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this one, and let us. Well, you said your favorite house was Vault 20. We'll see what mine is here in a second. Okay, I'm going to do something a little different for this video. I'm going to show it to you out of order from how I film it. I'm going to show you guys the houses in the order that I like them. So even though I may go through Vault 20 first, you may not see it first. So I'll start with least favorite and go to my favorite. So there are 7 houses, and here's number 7. Next up, we're going to check out Frostbite here in the Newcastle building. Revised for this year from last year to make room for Demented Dimensions, which is sharing the same building. Oh, were you? Yeah. Thanks. On their way into Frostbite, just met Blake and Ashley, new subscribers to the channel. Thank you guys for saying hi. It was nice to meet you. Just went through Frostbite, and I gotta say, it's not the scariest house. It's there are a lot of wide open areas, so because of that, the scares of the claustrophobic feel in some of these other houses, you know, it's not there. But at the same time, because it incorporates some of the props and elements of Dark Castle, I actually took a moment to look around a little bit on this one, and there are some really gorgeous rooms in that, some really great theming. So I think with a little bit more work, a little bit more, you know, a couple more years of working on that house and getting it to the right feel for that space, I think it'll be a really well done, scary house. Right now, it's just a really good looking house, and if you're looking for kind of an entry-level scare, that's probably where it's at with Frostbite. For the first time this season, I'm about to walk through Cornered. In response to some of the comments that we've seen, if you're a bit of a scaredy cat and you want to ease your way into the scariness, walk through some of these houses that have outdoor areas like this. When the sun's still out, you'll still get some scares, but it'll be a lot less scary than if you walk through at night. Just walked out of Cornered. Like I suggest, go through that house at night. If you want scares, go through it during the day. If you want it to be a little less scary, because you can see a lot of scares before they happen during the day, but the cast is really good, doing a great job in there. Definitely check it out at night for the scares, though.
I was trying. Hey, Bill.
Next up, Lumberhack. So I know my rule of thumb is to wait till after dark to go through Lumberhack, but I really had a good walkthrough in broad daylight right now. And to the guy who said, close the door, I'm lumber crapping, and then said, I like chocolate peeps, you, sir, are the MVP on a scare meter. So I would say Lumberhack it's definitely a bloodier house. I'd say, one of the questions is it scary? I've not gone through a lot of haunted houses. It's bloody. There's a lot of fun to it, but if you're scared, go through when the lights are on, sun's out, I guess. And, it's probably a little easier than going through when it's dark at night. At the beginning of this video, you saw some girls. They said peeps for me. Noni and Mads. They wanted me to give a shout out to that YouTube channel. So Noni and Mads, check it out. Thanks for introing my channel. Next up, Serco Sinestro, one of my favorite houses in years past. Just saw the living dolls here in Serco Sinestro. I genuinely love that house. Every year I love the different rooms, the different themes, all the cool tents. It's a good length. It gets a bunch of scares out of me, a bunch of misdirection and characters that are hidden and camouflaged well. So Serco Sinestro, if there was one negative thing I had to say about it, well, one, it's scary. So remember that. It's scary. If you're going to go through it and you don't like being scared too much, go through during the day. At night, it's really scary. But the one thing I will say is that it is a long wait. The way that the house works, there is a quick show in the front that causes it's a big pull people in, do the show, move on. Pull people in, do the show, move on. So because of that, the line takes a very, very long time. Just if you're in line, understand it's going to be a little bit of a wait. Next up, Dystopia in the ruins of Pompeii. Just walked through Dystopia. Still a crazy intense house. And I had forgotten about the twist ending, which I'm not going to spoil for you here, but I really like the way that house ends. I missed Deadline being here. I loved Deadline and the subway and the zombies and all that stuff. But I gotta say, Dystopia is a really good replacement for it. I don't want to spoil it. I'm just gonna say, if you're looking for a non-scary house, don't go through Dystopia. Dystopia is intense, it's scary, and it's really well done. Next up, Demented Dimension. Just went through Demented Dimensions, and I don't know, I guess there was something with the line behind us because we went through that house alone. So this is now my third time going through that house, and I love it more and more every time I go through. The first time I went through, I didn't really think that I got the story. Now that I know a little bit more about the story, it makes a lot more sense to me. And, it's still crazy, it's still kooky, but it's a lot of fun. And I gotta say, going through that house alone is where it's at. That was awesome. That dude over there in the Batman hat just said, "What's up, peeps?" I don't know your name, but thanks for saying hi. We are about to walk through Vault 20, the 20th anniversary house this year at Howl-O-Scream. Just went through Vault 20. I love that house. I genuinely love that house. We didn't see Jack today. I don't know if he's doing other things. In fact, I've only ever seen him the first time, and I have stuff on me from the house. But just a great house, great anniversary house, great tribute to 20 years of Howl-O-Scream. So depending on what order you saw it in the video, that's the order I placed it. I'm going to say it's, like I said, it's the first one I filmed. It's probably in the top 3. So you guys know which number it is. All right, peeps. Admittedly, I was very worried that it was going to be so crowded here tonight that I wouldn't have had a good time. I gotta say, I had a blast. All the houses that we went through every house, had great experiences. Hope you guys enjoyed the ranking of different houses. I gotta say, in general, it's just a good year for Howl-O-Scream. I enjoyed every house that I went through tonight. Thank you to everyone who shouted out to the channel. I'm sorry I wasn't able to film you all, obviously, but I had an absolute blast, and I really appreciate it. So, thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you say hi next time you see us when we're out. Hit the subscribe, like, notifications, and leave a comment down below, and we will see you next time. Thanks.